Happy Monday. I hope everybody's doing well. We are going to do just about a 20-minute, nice, really quick, refreshing yoga sequence. Something you could do right before bed, something you could do early in the morning while the kids are getting ready for bed or working on some homework. So it's going to be quick, refreshing, uplifting. Starting on our mats, keeping your spine straight, shoulders are relaxed, and we'll just start with some neck rolls. And then add in some shoulder rolls. Inhaling when you bring your shoulders up, exhaling as they come back down onto the mat or towards the mat. Warming up our spine a little bit, inhaling that left arm up overhead, and then exhale, folding over towards the right. Notice how my forearm is on the mat, but I'm not lifting up that left side or putting a bunch of pressure on my arm. It's not holding me up. If you can't quite get that forearm all the way down, that's okay. Bring your right palm closer to your body and just bend your elbow into your side, looking up towards the ceiling. Inhaling, coming back up into the center, then exhaling, folding over towards the left. Breathing nice and deep. Shoulders are relaxed, chest is open. And again, inhaling back up into the center and then exhaling, folding over towards the right. Maybe noticing if you could bend a little bit deeper. Or with each exhale, if your body folds a little bit more. Inhaling back up into the center. And then one more time, exhaling over towards the left. Inhaling back up into the center, releasing your arms down to the mat. We'll come into cat-cow. So you'll come into your tabletop, wrists are directly underneath of your shoulders, knees are hips width apart. If it's too much on your wrist to have pressure, or your knees, it hurts a little bit to put pressure on them, that's okay. You can do cat-cow sitting, or grab a pillow, grab a blanket, a towel, anything to put some extra padding underneath of your wrists or your knees. Taking a big inhale, as you exhale, you're gonna round your spine, coming into cat pose. Inhaling, dropping your belly, looking up towards the ceiling for cow. Exhaling back into that cat pose. Inhaling, dropping your belly, looking up for cow. Taking cat-cow at your own pace. Exhaling when you come into cat towards your mat. Inhaling when you look up towards the ceiling for cow. Coming back into your tabletop pose, bringing your palms one palm length higher than where they're at. Tucking your toes, taking an inhale, and then as you exhale, pushing back to downward facing dog. And then walking it out. So your feet are hips width apart, shoulders are relaxed down your back, shaking your head yes and no to relax your neck. And then just bend that left knee, stretching out that right leg, back and forth. Walking your dog. And then we'll begin to move through our flow. So taking an inhale, rolling up into a high plank. As you exhale, lowering your body down to the mat, untucking your toes so the tops of your feet are resting on the mat. Inhaling up to that baby cobra, lifting just your chest and your shoulders. I'm not pushing myself up, I'm letting my back muscles inhale up to that baby cobra. And then exhaling, pushing onto my knees, tucking my toes, back to downward facing dog. Again, inhale, rolling up into that high plank. Exhale, lowering your body down to the mat, untucking those toes. Inhaling up to that baby cobra. Exhaling, pushing onto your knees, tucking your toes, back to downward facing dog. Continuing to work through your flow at your own pace. Remembering to connect your breath with the movement. Inhaling up away from your mat. Exhaling as you push yourself back, coming into downward facing dog. Inhaling into that high plank. Exhale, lowering down to the mat. Inhaling up to that baby cobra. So notice when I come into this position, my feet are still flat on the mat. I notice a lot of people keep their toes tucked and then they come up, and that's not very good for your lower back. It's straining, you could pull something. So keep those toes tucked. Keep those toes flat on the mat. Inhaling up to that baby cobra. Exhaling back to downward facing dog. Taking your flow a couple more times at your own pace. Once you've done 2 or 3 more flows, you can take a rest in child's pose. Child's pose, dropping your knees down to the mat and relaxing back, stretching out your hips. Inhaling, coming back up into that tabletop, tucking your toes. Exhaling, pushing back to downward facing dog. Inhale that left leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, stepping to the outside of that left wrist. Option to drop that right knee down to the mat. Inhale that left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhaling your left palm back down to the mat, and then slowly stepping back to downward facing dog. Inhaling your right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, stepping to the outside of that right wrist. Again, option to drop that left knee down to the mat. Inhale that right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale that right palm back down. This time stepping back into high plank and move through your flow. Taking your gaze to the front of your mat, you're going to walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhaling up for a flat back. Exhaling, forward fold. Slightly bending your knees. Inhale, sweeping your arms up overhead. Exhaling back down to mountain. Inhaling your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling up for that flat back. Placing your palms on the mat, stepping back into high plank and move through your flow. Inhale that right leg up towards the ceiling for three-legged dog. Exhale, stepping all the way through for runner's lunge. Inhale, slowly coming up for a high lunge. So notice my knees in line with my ankle, shoulders are relaxed. And then exhale, opening it up for warrior two. So I'm pushing my pinky toes into the mat, knees in line with your ankle, shoulders are relaxed, looking out past your palm. And then flipping your palm, inhaling back for reverse warrior. Exhaling all the way around for extended side angle. Again, inhaling, coming back for reverse warrior. Exhaling all the way around for extended side angle. Inhaling, reverse warrior. Lastly, again, exhaling all the way around for extended side angle. Inhaling back up to that warrior two. Straightening out your front leg, you're going to turn your feet forward, so now you're facing sideways. And then turn that left foot, bending your knee. So now you're in warrior two on the other side. Flipping your palm, inhaling back for reverse warrior. Exhaling all the way around for extended side angle. Inhaling back for reverse warrior. Exhaling all the way around for extended side angle. And again, inhaling back for reverse warrior. Exhaling all the way around, extended side angle. Inhaling back up into that warrior two. Straightening out that front leg. Turning your feet forward, so now you're in a wide leg stance. Bringing your hands onto your hips. keeping a slight bend in your knees. You're gonna inhale your spine up nice and tall. As you exhale, you're gonna hinge at your hips to forward fold. Bringing your palms down to the mat. Straightening out your arms, you're gonna bring that left palm into the center, inhaling that right arm up to add in a twist. Exhaling that right palm back down to the mat. Inhaling that left arm up to add in a twist. Exhaling back down to the mat. Again, letting yourself forward fold, maybe trying to walk your hands back a little bit farther, bending a little bit deeper. Keeping a slight bend in your knees, you're going to bring your hands or your palms back to your hips. Inhale, slowly coming back up until you come up into the center. We'll just sweep our arms forward into mountain pose, inhaling your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling up for flat back. Placing your palms on the mat, stepping back into high plank and move through your flow. Inhale that left leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, stepping to the outside of that left wrist. Inhaling that left arm up. Exhaling back down to the mat. Stepping back into high plank and move through your flow. Inhaling that opposite leg towards the ceiling for three-legged dog. Exhale, stepping to the outside of your wrist. Inhaling your arm up to add in a twist. Exhaling back down to the mat, stepping back into high plank and move through your flow. Maybe noticing your downward facing dog here. Maybe you can get your heels to touch the floor or your mat a little bit more. And then slightly bending your knees, you're just gonna walk your palms back to meet your hand and hang in ragdoll. So feet are nice and close together. Your upper body is just weightless, just really pulling down. You can grab opposite arms, you can cross your arms. You can sway side to side. Just really breathing nice and deep into your back. Noticing your spine elongating, pulling from your lower back all the way up until your neck. Feeling the little muscles along your spine stretch. Keeping that slight bend in your knees, you're slowly just gonna roll your spine up one vertebrae at a time till your shoulders, your neck, your chest, and your head come up. Coming to the center of our mats, we'll do a tree pose. So getting nice and grounded on your right foot, keeping a slight bend in your knee. You're gonna bring that left foot to your right ankle, prayer hands to your heart. This is a version of tree. You can stay here. You can bring your foot to your calf, or you can take the full version, completely skipping your knee, bringing your foot all the way to your thigh. Breathing nice and deep. You can grow your branches if you'd like. The wave and the wind. Exhaling, bringing your knee back into the center, hands to your heart. Releasing back down to the mat. Shaking out that right leg. And then getting nice and grounded on that left foot. Placing your right to your left ankle, calf, or the full version all the way up to your thigh. Keeping in mind, do not put any pressure on your knee. You don't want to ruin your knee, mess it up, hurt it or any way. So either placing your foot at your thigh, your calf, or your ankle. Releasing your palms back to the center, bringing your knee into the center, releasing back down to the mat, shaking your legs out. Coming back towards the top of your mats, inhaling your arms up overhead, exhale, forward fold. Inhaling up for a flat back, placing your palms on the mat, stepping back into high plank, and move through your flow. And then exhale, dropping your knees down to the mat, walking them forward, and then we'll cross over, sitting crisscross applesauce. You're gonna bring that left palm up, inhaling it up, take that right palm directly behind your spine, inhaling your spine up nice and straight. Exhale, bringing your left palm to the outside of your knee, twisting and looking over your right shoulder. With each inhale, you elongate your spine. With each exhale, you twist just a little bit deeper. Taking one more deep inhale. And then as you exhale, come back into the center. Placing that left palm behind your spine. Inhaling that right arm up. And then exhale, twisting, looking over that left shoulder. Taking one more deep inhale, and then as you exhale, come back into the center. Rolling out your shoulders a little bit and your neck. And then we'll do a nice big shoulder and back opener. You're gonna inhale your arms out wide, and then as you exhale, bring that right palm underneath of your left, twisting your arms for eagle. So, your right arm's underneath your left. If you can't quite touch your hands, you can take a nice big bear hug, bringing your elbows nice and high above your heart, but also not crunching your shoulders up. Your shoulders are relaxed, so you're pulling your elbows up, pulling your shoulders down, feeling that stretch along the top of your neck and the top of your shoulders. You can bring the backs of your palms together. Again, elbows are higher than your heart, or you can take that full version, wrapping your hands around, giving yourself a high five. Wherever you're at, just breathing nice and deep. Exhale, releasing, slowly coming back out, rolling out your shoulders and your neck. Maybe swaying your arms back and forth. And then again, you'll inhale your arms out wide. This time, you're gonna bring that left arm underneath of your right. Either come into that big bear hug, elbows are nice and high. Bring the backs of your palms together. Or take the full version, wrapping your arms around. Inhaling your elbows up high while also dropping your shoulders down low. Exhale, releasing back down to the mat, rolling out your shoulders again. Hopefully you're feeling nice and energized, your body feels a little bit better. We're gonna end, I know it was a short video today, but we're gonna end with some Happy Baby hip openers. And then I highly encourage you, if you can, if your environment is allowing you to, take at least a 5-minute Shavasana. Just laying there and being, I know a lot of people fall asleep during it, but that's okay. Just really breathing, noticing your body, just laying there, letting yourself be. So we'll end with Happy Baby. Coming onto your back, you're gonna bring your knees up towards your chest. Feet are as if they're walking on the ceiling, taking your palms on the inside of your knees, grabbing the outside of your feet, and just pulling your feet down, bringing your knees wider than your chest. You can rock side to side. You can straighten one leg out if you need to, or both. Really just taking any little movements your body needs. The Happy Baby is a very good hip opener. Trying to get your whole entire spine on the mat nice and flat. I like to do butterfly, rock my hips. And then just hugging your knees into your chest and rocking side to side. Adding in some knee circles to massage out your back. And then beginning to rock back and forth until you rock all the way up. Sitting on your mat, keeping your spine straight, shoulders are relaxed. Adding in some final neck and shoulder rolls. Taking a final deep inhale with your palms up overhead. Exhaling them down in front of your heart. Taking a bow and saying namaste. Thank you for doing this little video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it.